I'm going to explain to you how to make a pie crust so you can lose any fear you ever had about that. In the bowl of a food processor is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, because we like sweet crust, and a tablespoon of salt. And then to that we mix that up just real quick in the food processor. It doesn't want to work. Okay. Here we go. Got that blended. So here's the secret to good and easy pie crust every time. It's frozen butter. Frozen butter keeps your pie crust cold. If your pie crust is cold, or dough is cold, I should say, you won't have to refrigerate it according to most directions, and you can use it right away. So I always keep a pound of butter in the freezer to make pie crust with. And on the counter, we're going to chop that up. You can see, not too hard to do. And then once down the middle. We have the cubed butter. All right, and into the bowl of that food processor it goes. So this part, we're going to mix the flour and the butter together. What it's called is cutting in the butter into the flour. And that's done with a pulsating, on, off, on, off. Okay. And then you're going to check it from time to time. And what we're looking for is the dough inside there to look like cornmeal. So just like little pea-sized particles. Doesn't take long. This only really takes less than a minute or so. Okay. Good. I think we're good there. We have the dough cut in. So now comes the part about the water. The water binds the flour butter mixture together, and that's where it's all going to come together. It takes about 3 to 4 tablespoons, depending on the humidity in your house or the area where you live in. So I'm going to start with 3. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I just put a little jar with ice cubes. Again, water super cold. Water cold, butter cold, dough cold. And on we're going to go to that. We don't want to mix it. You don't ever want it to form a ball inside the food processor. You've overbeat it, and it's going to be a tough dough. So I'll show you how to test. So first we're going to mix it. Again, on and off. Okay, and then you're going to test. And we're going to test by squeezing it together in our hands. This is still a little loose, so I think we need a little bit more water. So we're going to put another tablespoon of water in there and mix that up. Okay. And here we go. Now it's done. Okay, see how well it holds together? All right. So here's the second thing. Or next step is you take your wax paper. You can use saran wrap. I like wax paper. Into the bowl, into the wax paper it goes. Okay. Without using your hands, because your hands are warm, I'm going to bring it up and mush it into, we're going to form a patty is what we're trying to get to. Stop. Okay. So moving it around, you can see we have a nice patty here. Okay. So then you want to get a nice floured surface here to roll it out on. Okay. Put your patty out there. Tighten up the edges. And then we roll in one direction. Okay. It starts to come apart. Just mash it together again. Keep it tight. Okay. Rotating as we go. And we're going to roll this out until it's about 2 inches wider than our pie crust. Okay. Stop.